Guys, I'm Tim with STI. This is our 11-foot mechanics body. The model is a 2250. 22 stands for the compartment depth, so each one of these compartments is 22 inches deep. 50 stands for the compartment height. It's commonly referred to as a mechanics body or a crane body, not a service body. Typically a service body does not include a crane and some of the other features that this truck encompasses, but a very common truck that meets a lot of applications. We see these deployed in the ag world, so your deer dealers, your cat dealers, in the CE construction equipment, whether it be Komatsu dealers, JCB dealers, those type dirt houses. They're going to have a fleet of these trucks to go out and facilitate maintenance on their own vehicles. They also use them to sell service after the sale. When they sell equipment, they have extended warranties. They need a tool to facilitate that warranty. So a service truck, in a lot of cases, can also be a revenue generating asset, not just a piece of the support network. So in our street side, number 1 compartment, you'll notice it's one big compartment. We're trying to maximize that space. We've got a 48-inch toolbox in here with multiple drawer depths. Most of our competitors, they will divide this compartment. There will be a strut here and multiple doors, sometimes 4 doors. They say you need to do that for stability. You can't put a welder or air compressor up here without that strut. Well, if you build the body heavy enough, you don't need that strut. So when you build a heavy enough body, you could omit that. And you've got this nice clear door opening. When you put a strut here, you lose about 4 or 5 inches of cabinet space. And that might seem immaterial, but you see how much you lose already with a clear door opening. When you cut that cabinet in half, you lose that again on both sides. So we're trying to maximize your storage by omitting that 48-inch cabinet. This particular setup, this is a steel rollout. We also offer aluminum. They are removable, so you can take that off and carry it over to the work. Very easy to put back in. Each one's lockable. We have our fuse panel here with relays and common fuses. There's also a circuit breaker that you can get to right here without even opening the box. So if there's something going on with your body, your lights, your air compressor, it's going to be in here. It's not going to be in the chassis fuel panel. We have a clean break in the upfit. There are lots of spare wires and different things in here for the techs. Most operators will never need to get inside of that box, but it is very easy to get to with a wing nut if you need to do some troubleshooting. And last but not least, a PTO hour meter, help you keep up with your PMs. At STI, we have a compartment pressurization system. So this is the fan here. This is an 11-foot crane body. On a 9 and 11-foot body, it only takes 1 fan system. On the larger 14-foot body, 60-inch tall cabinets, it requires 2 fan systems, so 1 for each side. But what we're trying to do is keep the cabinets dry and keep the dirt and grime out. As you can see, just from driving this truck down here, there's quite a bit of dirt and grime outside the body, and you see how nice and clean it is here. That was literally just from driving it here. So the system's working. It's a multi-function approach. So we've got a single panel door, 1 bend in it, that seals inside a recessed door frame. So you can see we're sealed inside a recessed door frame. We've got a 3-point locking system with a compression hinge. So we're trying to get that door in nice and tight, and at the same time we're pressurizing the back side of that door seal with air, again, to keep as much moisture and dirt and grime out of the body as possible. So we use one of the subframe channels that's cut on the laser, and that's how we get the air, pressurized air, from one side pack to the opposite. If you ever hear any whistling, I don't know if you can hear that in the video. We get questions about that sometimes. That's how much air we're putting through the system. So this wasn't latched all the way, that's why you can hear it. You won't be able to see it on the video, but there's a significant amount of air coming out of here. That's one of the areas that can escape. And it's okay, we want it to escape. Here's where it's coming over from the other side, so you can hear it and feel it. And then when this side's closed up, it'll escape out the rear, and you'll have some escape here, the vent on the MSHA approved oxygen and acetylene bottle cabinet. Kind of an added benefit, because you do put, this has to be a vented cabinet anyway, and the fact that we can push fumes out of it was an added benefit. Not really the intended design, but another benefit. Outriggers are set. You come in the shade here. I'm going to pull the e-stop out. Any of these toggle switches will turn the controller on. Just bump one of them. It's going to run through a quick safety test. Probably hard to see on the screen, but it's now ready. So I'm going to boom up and using my, I'm going to function is boom up and using my trigger. I'm going to start to engage. This new joystick control, you can run multiple functions, so I'm going to boom up and rotate. Very, very smooth controller. Negative 12-degree boom angle makes it very easy to stow and unstow. You've got 21 feet of horizontal outreach. That's from the center line of the crane. The pedestal of that crane is about 6 feet off the ground, so you've got about a 25 to 27 foot working height. Horizontally 21. We use a number system on the boom that's unique to SDI, so the operator knows where he's at. Again, I'm controlling the speed with the trigger, not the joystick. I could just barely move the crane. Here we're running multiple functions with the joystick. We're booming down and rotating at the same time. Again, I'm controlling the speed with the trigger. But you see the joystick's completely pushed into the corner. It's the trigger. That's where my control is. This crane has a 400-degree non-continuous rotation. So we'll go all the way around one time and hit a stop at 400 degrees. It won't just go 360 all day long. Actually running 3 functions right now. I'm booming down, I'm rotating to the right, and I'm running the winch line in all at the same time. I can also do those 3 functions simultaneously when the air compressor is running. So. Stow it. You just want to make contact. We have a stainless steel plate here to protect the boom and the paint. It's obviously going to hit on that when you're going up and down the road. You just want to make contact. It's nice and snug. You don't want to leave it loose. You don't want it dangling and bouncing all around going up and down the road. So just make contact. With that plate, that's what it's there for. The boom tip lights can now be operated. You turn them on and off at the brake controller, and it will tell you your lights are on. You'll get a little icon, lights are on, lights are off. I can start and stop the truck from here. There is a horn on the crane. It's a feature-rich controller and has a lot of electronics for expansion. And we've got 3 other auxiliaries if we want to program something else.